right. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Robots in Disguise podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And today we are digesting something he ate. This is the 67th episode of Robots in Disguise in total, the 22nd episode of the season. First aired October 14th, 2017, and written by frequent Transformers writer David McDermott.
We are rapidly coming up on the end of the series, which is sad.
Yeah.
This is, in fact, the last episode written by McDermott, most recently seen in these parts, writing Guilty as Charged. The one with Strong Arm's girlfriend...
Nitra!
Nitra.
There was no heterosexual explanation for that episode.
I mean, there's no heterosexual for Lori Petty in general.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, well.
And so, as we open, we are finally returning to the scrapyard, which was largely rendered uninhabitable by the Pack's attack in Exile.
It's rough. Looks rough. Makes me sad to see it all beat up like this.
And it was pretty beat up to begin with. It was a scrapyard.
Yeah, it was already literally trashed.
I can't tell the difference.
Also, Denny's totally got a dozen more of those TVs that Sideswipe broke last episode in here.
Yeah, there used to be a tower of them on a rack. It's fine. They may
but
not
maybe
work,
that
but
one was special. That one was special. Those things work forever.
But it's now safer to come back because the pack has been reduced to one guy.
A pack of one.
That's right. One-man wolf pack.
Oh.
Because the other 4/5 of the pack are, in fact, currently imprisoned by the... Well, currently in handcuffs.
In handcuffs, standing around inside the scrapyard.
They're about to be led to some stasis cells.
Although not all of them literally have hands.
Yes.
Like,
if only they...
Underbite just has feet, and we got clamps.
If only they did have hands.
But of course, the most important thing for Russell is getting the satellite dish up and running, so you can watch Rebels of the Iron Crown.
Sure, Russell.
That sounds like weird historical fiction.
I think it's basically supposed to be like fake Game of Thrones. In which case, you're way too young to be watching that show, Russell.
He absolutely is.
Yes,
way too young.
I mean, I haven't watched it, but I'm pretty sure that show is full of both like horrible disembowelings and also boobs.
Yes.
Yes.
It is absolutely not appropriate for anyone under 18.
No.
But that means he's probably watching it all the same.
Yeah, that's kind of how things work. I wish I could say that Denny seemed like a better father than that.
No.
Denny is definitely the guy who's like, hey, Russell, it's like 11 at night. You want to watch RoboCop or something?
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's not a lot of nudity. It's mostly just horrifying violence. If you want to see a dude melt, I've got great news.
Yeah. Denny's got to be... Oh, I wish I could buy that for $1.
Denny is looking upon his ruined empire of junk, and he's realizing, hey, what if I built like giant pyramids out of my junk and made it into like a kitschy tourist trap?
I mean...
Then he would get all kinds of business. I would stop there.
It kind of feels like that's what it should have been in the first episode.
Well, the problem is I feel that if you have like a bunch of tourists coming by, you can't really have the Transformers there.
Well, yes, but like with all his like beaver collection and other nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically doing like a Carhenge thing here.
Yeah. I would totally stop at it.
Yeah, you just, it's right, it's right on the same exit as the biggest ball of twine in whatever state Crown City is in.
Yes.
But, of course, nobody is too excited about doing, the grunt work. But Bumblebee's, hey, listen, why doesn't Grimlock handle the prisoners, and then I will do all the grunt work. I'll make these pyramids, I will, tow Grimlock instead of Strong Arm.
I don't think he has a trailer hitch.
I mean, I guess he must have one, because he does do it later on.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just grow one.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, he's a transformer. You could probably figure that out.
You just kind of, concentrate hard, and it kind of just pops out of you.
Yeah.
Out of your car butt.
Well, as we find out later, his ankle?
Yes.
Maybe? Yeah, that was a little weird.
And, yeah.
I mean, I think that's how the toy works.
So this is a wrap for 3 of the pack members here. This is the last that we see of Quillfire, Thunderhoof, and Clampdown.
Do any of them get lines?
They do not have lines.
Oh, that sucks.
But Underbite, however, gets some lines, and he is also the one who escapes.
He's still got an episode left in him. Sort of like how a few episodes ago we got a nice throwback Clampdown episode. Now we get an Underbite episode.
That's right. And I guess it's appropriate because Underbite, as you recall, was the first Decepticon they fought in the pilot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So as the show ends, it is time for one last hurrah from everybody's favorite Chompazoid. We even get a callback to him naming his biceps Thunder Cruncher and Bolt Smasher.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we do.
That came up a few episodes ago, I think.
So he gets loose, and then he chucks the Autobots around, and then he just starts eating their ground bridge.
Yeah,
that's
starts eating anything nearby, and the ground
great.
bridge just happens to be one of those things.
Yes.
He should not do that. He should not eat the ground bridge.
No, it turns out it is way too full of weird science stuff for you to just eat it, because pretty quickly he just begins randomly teleporting.
Oops.
With a hiccup. So, a couple of hiccups, he just teleports a couple feet away from himself. And again, and then the third time, he's just gone.
Bamps around and then... dang it. Episode game hiccups. He teleports to previous coordinates that were in the thing.
Yes, so we get to reuse some locations.
That's right.
Okay, I'm perfectly fine with reusing the backgrounds in this episode because it's part of a gag.
Yes.
It would have been cool if they'd kind of reused some from way earlier in the series.
Well, they're using the junkyard again, but yeah, I guess most of them, there's the Scotland thingy, there's,
I like how you could tell it was that because it was all cloudy. It was overcast.
Yeah, it was foggy. There's the gas station or whatever from the beginning of this season, this chunk of season with the Stunticons.
Yeah. But, it would have been cool if they'd, ended up, underwater.
So we do get a geographic detail, which is that the desert is to the southwest of Crown City.
Yes, which I guess means that Crown City's maybe in California?
Well, that would be the southeast, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
No,
so
they're in...
It's like Des Moines. Crown City is basically Des Moines.
Oh, isn't it on the ocean?
Yeah, that's a question I have as well.
We're near water, but I don't think they're on the ocean.
I guess it could just be Lake Superior or something.
Or a big enough lake or something.
I have a lot of questions about the geography of Crown City, enough that I felt it worth noting that the desert is to the southwest.
Yes. And of course, this is the desert they were in Railroad Rage, and he pretty promptly just starts eating a bunch of maglev tracks.
Yes. Munch, munch, munch.
So he fights them a little, he ends up teleporting himself away, but that means that Bee and Grimlock, who is in robot mode a fair bit of this episode.
Yeah.
Which we noted that he wasn't a lot previously.
Yeah.
Well, he is when the train, but... See, at the beginning of the episodes, he's Dino mode. Most of the episode he's Dynamo. A couple times he does Transform. Yeah.
And of course, B has to be the one to lug Grimlock around.
Yes. It's his turn.
Yeah. So B and Grimlock have to be living maglev tracks, and I don't think this is how maglev trains actually work.
No, not with electricity, whatever. I just enjoyed that Grimlock was asking how to put it back together, lengthwise or crossy.
I do have some questions about how trains work here, which I don't think are addressed appropriately.
No, they do end up magnetizing themselves as well.
Yes.
Yeah, but they have to they connect and become electric. I thought, is the train the magnetic electric part, or is that the rails?
I think they both have electromagnets. Because that's the repulsor part, right?
How it is.
The one magnet repels the other magnet, and that's why it sort of levitates.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Anyway, it definitely doesn't work this way, but they do save the train all the same.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we better hurry, because I think once David hiccups again, he's going to teleport into, Maine.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, it's your own fault for eating that ground bridge.
Yeah, well... I do like that we get to see Underbite's tail wag.
Yes.
His tiny little robot tail. As if he is... Oh, wait, he's a teleporting giant dog. This is a Lockjaw episode.
Kind of is.
Only he's not a pug bulldog. He's what the fuck is he? Because he's got a long lizardy snout.
He's just kind of like a big monster.
Yeah.
He's vaguely canine, but he also has a beak.
Yeah, he's mostly canine except for the head.
It is sort of odd that he's animal-like, but not an identifiable Earth animal like everyone else is.
Yeah, everyone else is very much a specific thing.
Then again, there's no one else like Chop Shop either, so I like that we get some that are unique.
Well,
yes.
Chop Shop is at least a collection of bugs.
Yes, he is.
But yeah, everyone else is a specific type of Earth animal analog.
Yeah. So next, he ends up at the construction site where they fought Boostwing, the Corvicon.
Yay! Corvicons!
And so they sort of end up playing Keep Away with a girder. Well, Keep Away / Fetch.
Yeah.
Because he wants to eat it.
Yes, very much.
Because the problem is he keeps getting enough energy to teleport. Even though the thing is apparently draining his energy to fuel its teleportations.
Also, when Bumblebee backs up to the trailer to tow Grimlock to yet another location, he beeps like a heavy vehicle.
Yes.
It's adorable. He's trying. He's doing his best. That trailer's taken a lot out of him, and Strong Arm keeps pointing that out.
Mm-hmm. And so, somehow, it is actually Sideswipe who figures out the pattern here. Which is that he hiccups twice and teleports short distances, and then on his third hiccup, he teleports to some random-ass location.
Yes. That they have been in the recent past.
Yeah, so he tries to, hitch a ride with him and teleport with him. But instead, he misses, and he ends up in the forest where they met Shadow Raker, the evil Cheetor.
Yes! Yeah. Evil Ian Corlett.
Yes.
Evil Ian Corlett.
And the good news is that he needs metal to eat there, and there's no metal in this forest.
Nope.
So
it's just trees.
Yeah, so back at the base, Fix-It is trying to figure out how to work get the ground bridge working again so he can sort of track his movements. And for that, he's going to need a tennis racket, 3 toasters, and a size 12 rubber boot.
It's a good thing that they're back at the scrapyard.
The boot part confuses me.
Maybe for the rubber?
Yeah.
I mean, for the rubber, yes, but that it has to be a specific size. There's a lot.
Maybe part of it has to be a specific length.
My word, I would have adjusted the wording. A boot with a shoal size at least 12. It has to be at least so many inches long.
Size 12 rubber boot. Men's 12, women's 12, doesn't matter. Size 12. Kids 12.
I like some. I like some logic in my illogical comedy.
No, you cannot have it. Too bad.
Anyway, you cut to campground, or campers in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we're just having a dance party in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, some rocking granny and some other people.
I'm up for it. They've got a big old van that they brought out here, and they are having a little camping party.
I think this is the most people we've seen in one place this season.
It is a lot of people in one place for Robots in Disguise.
But they really decided to go all out.
Yes.
And it's not like the RV thing. Isn't the one the crazy old tinfoil hat man had.
No.
Presumably it's one we've seen before, but I don't remember.
No. Or it might just be that model, but with less like dings and rust on it.
It was longer and had more windows and had a different front than that old guy's Winnebago.
Maybe it was one of the vehicles in that like weird wacky race we had a few weeks back with the Stunticons.
I don't think so. Wasn't there a campground like in the first season or something?
Oh, that's right, yes.
Anyway.
There's a lot of kitten wrestling going on here.
So they are able to stop them from getting this bus, but unfortunately Bumblebee now has this trailer stuck on his leg.
Yes, and he's trying to shake it off, and shake it off he does, right towards Underbite's mouth.
Yes, so he promptly eats it.
They're like, well, it's a good thing he doesn't have any metal to eat here, and then he gets the trailer.
Yeah, it's kind of neat that Bumblebee is the one that fucks up this episode. Since it's usually one of the other three.
Yes, well, it was his turn.
Yes.
Yes.
He's doing all the grunt work, and that means screwing up for plot purposes.
Well, he's got the Charlie work, so that means he has become the Charlie of the episode.
Yes.
And no, there really isn't a one-to-one comparison of Robots in Disguise characters to Always Sunny characters. Although I guess
no, not quite.
I guess Strong Arm is the D, and I guess Sideswipe is Sideswipe is Dennis.
Mac.
Dennis. Well, no, Mac.
Ooh, I don't think really have.
Mac might be Bumblebee.
Maybe Mac's Bumblebee. I guess Grimlock is probably the Charlie, unless Fix-It is the Charlie.
Yeah.
Fix-It might be Rickety.
Yeah, it sort of splits.
Fix-It might be Rickety Cricket. And then I guess Optimus Prime is Frank.
No, Drift is Frank.
Yeah.
A weird Frank, but instead I start blasting, it's like I start pulling my swords out.
So anyway, I started sorting.
Yeah, it works. It's weird, but it works. Man, I haven't seen Always Sunny in forever. Anyway, so he's now got enough juice to teleport, but Bumblebee jumps on him, riding him like a mechanical bull right before he teleports. Yes. Oh, and Grimlock is so sad his ride gets eaten.
Yes, and also he has now been spotted by these humans, but Strongarm is able to explain away that she's part of a government task force that's looking for hoaxes, and Grimlock is a hoax.
Yes,
he's just this shabby-looking hoax that some kids made.
Yes.
It's like, that's unreasonably mean. Come on.
Yeah,
save
Grimlock
that stuff
is offended.
for Sideswipe.
Well, I think Sideswipe said, or is it she who says that they're looking for the cryptid Big Mouth?
Yes. It was so mean when she said that Sideswipe was a basic-looking car, basically.
Oh, I felt like that should have been a callback to whatever the crap Thunderhoof had been called.
Oh, the Cuspigo.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would have been...
They absolutely should have mentioned the Cuspigo.
Yeah. Alas.
The fake Wendigo.
He calls him shabby looking, and his feelings are hurt, as they should be.
Yes. And now, at this point, he is just teleporting around to random-ass places. They end up on the British island from the Golden Knight, where they fought Flame Snort.
You can tell that it's British because it's all overcast and there's lots of hills.
Sadly, they did not tell it was Britain the way they usually do in TV shows, where they cut to it and you hear the first few notes of Rule Britannia.
Yeah.
They just cut there and then da 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 da.
Yes.
Just like, you had to been like Texas, you hear some sort of like twangy guitar. You end up in the Middle East, they're like women wailing in the background, sort of melodically.
Yes.
You end up in Asia I'm going to say 1985. You end up with something sounding pretty racist.
Yeah,
yes.
that song. It showed up in some movies after that, and it's not okay. Anyway, and space!
Yeah, so yeah, they end up in England. They end up in this bank vault that was also robbed by the Corvicons. They end up in that like highway patrol station, and then indeed they do end up the one place that capitalism has yet to corrupt: space. Because I guess that's where Blastwave's ship was in the Lori Petty episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking that's because that's where they had to go to chase down Menasor, but to go to the moon.
That was the moon. They don't have to end up in the moon. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, they didn't teleport directly to the moon, did they? No.
No, because they had to take a ship to the moon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe this is with Blastwave where they teleported out into space, but there's no ship there anymore, so they're just in space. Why am I floating in space like this?
Damn you, Lori Petty. Underbite, how can this be? You died in the Generation 2 issue number 11. So, yeah, they are just up in space. This is not great. And then they end up teleported back to the scrapyard. And this time Fixit has, I guess, used the toasters and the boot and the tennis racket to modify the Denny's electromagnet to disable the ground bridge parts that
somehow
Underbite ate.
Yeah.
Via science.
Question mark.
Wibbly wobbly, sure, fine. Sometimes ridiculous science just does that.
Sometimes ridiculous science works.
Yes. Well, if you're using ridiculous
much like
science
crazy
to stop ridiculous space science or ground bridge science, it's fine.
And so then Russell and Denny get into their truck and they sort of provoke Underbite into chasing them, and he chases them right through these trash pyramids. But then the last one is full of stasis pod.
Yeah.
So that's it. He is captured.
So he just topples right into this thing, and he's the last frozen, lamenting his healthy appetite.
Yes.
Protein.
And so that is a wrap on pretty much all of the pack, save for Strongarm. Or for
Steeljaw.
Steeljaw.
Still got a little Steeljaw to go. But yep, that's it. Man, they were fun.
Yeah.
They were fun. They were basically Spider-Man villains, but they were fun.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad that we got a big final Clampdown episode, and I'm glad that we got a big final Underbite episode.
Yes.
They're Spider-Man villains, but they're like mostly the Shocker and Rhino.
Well, yes. I mean, they're your bank robber villains. We need 6 guys to fill out the Sinister Six kind of villains.
Okay, admittedly, last episode was the Doc Ock.
Well, yes.
With the tentacles.
Tentacles and all.
And the die is cast. He really should have said the die is cast. But I guess Doc Ock doesn't say that as much as I think he does.
I think he may have actually said it in like his first ever appearance.
Yeah, but then like he didn't say it forever until like Dan Slott got his whole claws on him.
Yeah, well, he needed a catchphrase.
It just feels. I like that phrase, but it's also weird. It's like this is an octopus themed. It's gambling themed. Why? Anyway, good episode. Yes.
Yes, and so Bumblebee is kind of I didn't quite realize how hard grunt work is, even though it's literally called grunt work.
But we're going to rebuild those pyramids. But hey, too bad, because Denny, Russell, and Fix-It, they're on break, and Fix-It is just relaxing what appears to be a big tub of movie theater butter.
It looks like oil bath. Like a chest freezer. That had the top taken off of it and just filled up with oil. And I'm loving Fix-It's oil bath. He looks extremely cozy in his oil bath.
He is a C-3PO of this series. He deserves an oil bath.
He does.
Thank the maker.
He is a good boy, and he deserves it. He worked hard.
He should have a drink with like a little umbrella in it.
Yes, he should. Everyone should, just in general, but especially him.
Hey, where'd all this alcohol come from? Who cares, Mom? It's a party.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that would be the moment that finally Russell's mom arrives again.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it, do. Hey, everybody, we're all going to get paid. Braid. Laid. I mean, there are certain similarities there. Fix-It does indeed get no respect.
It's true.
Yeah, it just like... But the idea of like making a boob comedy-esque episode of this show works really well, sans the boob part. Like, you just take that out and like the plot of any of them is like, yeah, starting a car wash, that's something that would happen in this show.
Well, I'm going to guess that Mitchell Whitfield was probably in at least one of those.
Yeah, probably, yes.
His voice actor?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Like, he was like either the number 1 or the number 2 bad guy in one of those.
Must have been.
Wow, he was indeed in a sexy comedy made by Troma Studios.
Oh.
Wow.
The First Turn On, which takes place on the last day of summer at Camp Big Teepee.
Oh.
It is also the film debut of Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Do we have to track this down?
Let's see. It came out in 1983, and Mitchell Whitfield plays Bedwet Mickey.
Okay, that's not exactly what I would be expecting from his character name.
I don't think it's a large part.
I guess not.
And again, of course, I realize that like Vincent D'Onofrio would be like a young man in it, but I'm just picturing him as just his kingpin self in this 80s boob comedy.
Well, I'm just picturing him from Men in Black. Like he's one of the camp counselors as Edgar. Anyway.
All right, so that does it for this episode. I enjoyed it. It was nice to have a last hurrah for the series' first villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not quite as good as Clampdown, but still a good character to get a good send-off.
No.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Even if train tracks do not work that way.
No. The warping around was kind of neat. A big dog warping around. That was fun.
Yes.
I wish it was more Clampdown. Like, I wish Clampdown was the knockout of this series. Like, he becomes an Autobot by the end. It's like, through some dumb luck, it's like, sure, you're bad at being a Decepticon, become an Autobot. But yeah, fun.
Yeah. So, I believe that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
This week on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-man Human Cannon! You will believe a man can be shot out of a cannon.
Oh.
I'm not invulnerable when I'm blasting.
That's kind of how the episode ends, yes.
I'm not invulnerable when I'm blasting.
Okay, three of the reds, like, black, yellow, pink, are fighting this black motorcycle helmeted robot, or at least someone who's moving like a robot, very stiff and slow. And it kind of becomes obvious, oh, they're training against a robot, I guess? But oh no, it turns out it's blue inside the armor that was over his ranger outfit. Somehow, because they're like testing new crystal armor, because the bad guys are tough. It's like, we need better stuff. to fight them with and create the 5 Tector armor. But it's shit, and it just breaks.
Oh.
And Red, it turns out Red was like at the base running this, and as he ran over this, like, no, we can fix it, we can do it better. And Blue's like, no, man, it broke. I got my ass kicked. I could barely move. We can't use this. And there's like JRPG music. It really sounded like something out of Chrono Trigger as they were at this waterfall training. It was neat. So Blue goes like, no, we can't. But Red's like, I can still fix it. And then a monster shows up, as you do, which is like half spiral shell, like, oh, I don't know what they're called, but on a beach, a big spiral shell with like spikes coming out of it.
Like a conch?
Something like that, but with spikes. Half that and half armadillo, so it's totally armored, and it gives conch swords to the grunts and shields made out of armadillos to all the mooks, so they're tougher. And also it's like their science officer, Scarpina-looking lady, whose name I forget, and her egg-headed sidekick. Eggshell-headed, not egg-shaped. It is weird. But they haven't done a lot lately. And they have this monster around, it's kicking the Rangers' butt. Because no matter what the Rangers do, they can't get through the armor of a shell and an armadillo. So Red sets himself on fire. Somehow, I think he uses like the battery in their gun to ignite himself, and then he runs at the monster and explodes, which nearly kills him. It puts him almost in a coma for the rest of the episode. He's just in and out of consciousness. It doesn't quite kill the monster. It almost does. But then at the halfway point of the episode, the giant Stay Puft thing comes in and turns itself into the monster, becoming a giant monster at the middle of the episode, which doesn't happen that often. Occasionally we get like an immediate rest fight at the beginning of an episode.
Usually gotta wait for the end.
Yeah, you usually gotta wait for the end, but like happening right in the middle that's weird. And he just like wrecks shit house on the giant robot of the Rangers. Because like nothing they can do can get through its double armor. They bring out their big, whatever it's called, sword. They swing it at the monster. It breaks in half. Oh, crap.
They gotta give it a try.
They summon their secondary robot and combine with it and shoot their super punch fist off. Or no, the fist is like they're rocket powered and they slide into it. But anyway, the fist of the robot breaks off after punching it. It's like, well, that didn't work.
No, that's not helpful.
So the monster picks them up and fucks them off into the sea. It just throws the model toy. No, I mean the giant robot, not the toy of the robot.
Definitely not a toy.
Existed. It's so cute that it's actually the toy. Into the sea.
Using it for special effects.
Yeah, and
the most practical of effects.
Yeah, the Rangers have been unmorphed this whole time in the cockpit, which doesn't happen that often. Lots of things in this episode is like, well, that's different. So Red's in and out of consciousness saying something about, oh, their new armor. And Blue's like, oh, shit, yeah, that might work because nothing else is. I'm going to get out of the robot that's underwater and run back to our base and get that armor. Well, the Rangers get out of the water and they're still getting their butt kicked by the giant monster. Blue comes back in this new armor. Like, the Blue Ranger gets an armor upgrade before the Red Ranger. That's rare.
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling the other Rangers,
look at my awesome armor.
Look at my awesome armor. Load me into the gun and shoot me at the monster. Oh. Like, he crawls into what was the wrist of the fist that broke off into a cannon, gets in there, and tells them, shoot me at the monster. I want to punch
Fire me, boy.
Yes. Fire me, brother. And they do. It's like, wait, nothing else is working. Let's believe in this armor that Red built. And it works! It fires, goes through the monster. He lands on a nearby mountain or hill or whatever. And the monster just explodes. They shot a man through the giant monster of the week and it worked.
That's it. The end. Everyone go home.
It's ridiculous. I love it. Because it's so rare that, like, any ranger other than a Red Ranger gets a power-up.
Yeah.
And I think maybe they all do on this thing. Like, they all get the same Tector armor. I think that comes up in a later episode. But the blue gets it first. That's neat. The monster halfway through the episode becomes giant. It's like so much fun stuff in this dumb episode called Human Cannon.
Everyone gets a second toy this time.
Yes, it was fun. And I got to see the toy. Just dunked in a bat. Well, presumably it's like on wires in front of a fish tank or something. Unless they actually dunked the robot in water.
I mean, they could have. It's
could.
not like they're that expensive. They're kind of expensive.
But yeah, that was a good one.
All right, so that does it for us for this week. We'll be back with more Robots in Disguise next week. Until then, we are all over the internet. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We are on Mastodon. And we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is patreon.com/iaconunderground. For the month of September, we let birthday boy Rob take over, so we are watching an episode of the 2003 Spider-Man series on MTV starring Neil Patrick Harris, Lisa Loeb, Ian What's-His-Face, the blonde guy from 90210.
Ian
Ziering.
Steve Sanders himself.
And for this episode, Jeffrey Combs, favorite of the podcast.
That's right.
And
he is combsing it up.
I would say that we could do a whole podcast series just watching things that Jeffrey Combs is in, but it would take a hard diversion into Star Trek that I don't know that we have time for.
Yeah, every other episode would be Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it, another episode of Deep Space Nine? Okay.
All right, then.
Those tend to be fun episodes. He plays multiple characters, sometimes in the same episode.
This is true.
Also, this Spider-Man...
It's not the one where Quark gets a sex change.
The Spider-Man series was very serious series for adults, and you can tell because they say ass one time.
And it was also made in 2003 because they talk about opening a can of whoop-ass.
Yes. Also,
I still
a
say that
reference...
it's viable slang, it just doesn't come up as much anymore.
Also, a reference to Jackass. So yes, that was a fun thing to discuss. Possibly more fun to discuss than to actually watch, but definitely fun to discuss. But that is on our Patreon that you can join for as little as $1 a month. I'm sure we are thinking of some fun things we are going to do for Halloween. We haven't decided on anything yet for October, but it's going to be spooky, whatever it is. We'll find some random...
We have decided what we're doing for October.
Oh, what did we think of for October?
It's going to be right up David's alley. Well, let's just say we're going to New Jersey, and it's going to be extreme!
Yes.
That's...
Maybe not as good as the original Ghostbusters, but still a good show.
I'll take your word for it, because, I mean, I watched it when it was on, intermittently.
It's in the title. How could it not be extreme?
That's true. I had a figure of the girl because that was a point where I was just spending all my expendable income on female action figures and insisting that I was definitely straight.
You got her, you got Laura Linney from Congo,
I did
Laura
not
Dern
get
from
her.
Jurassic Park.
I did have her.
It's a shame because I don't know if we're ever going to get another Laura Linney action figure.
I had Wasp, I think, from that Avengers cartoon that we watched one episode of.
Avengers!
Yes, I had the Wasp from that, and I had a She-Hulk from, I guess, just the She-Hulk series. And
another show we watched with her in it, inappropriately.
Yes. I had the lady character from the Mighty Ducks, who then the friend that I eventually made in Columbus, who was really into the Mighty Ducks cartoon, was very happy to take off my hands.
Well, so, hockey season's coming up, and that is on Disney+.
It is! I bet she was so excited.
And one of us knows a lot about hockey.
Yeah, it's not me.
Spoilers,
So, yes.
it's me.
I didn't realize that we had definitely settled on that, but I am here for it. I am very excited about that. So, looking forward to watching some Extreme Ghostbusters. Talking about the 90s some more.
Yep.
So, yep, that is on patreon.com/Iacon Underground, as little as $1 a month, because our expenses are not high, but they do exist. So,
and we'll be back with more Robots in Disguise next week. It's going to be a sad occasion because this is our last Villain of the Week episode.
aww. They did seem to have petered out a bit this season.
Well, we got plots to do, so we can't just have like a random episode where they fight an armadillo guy
I guess.
who's, I don't know, like a counterfeiter.
Yeah, I guess. Well, wait. Oh, was the Scotland episode the only like Monster of the Week dude?
Well, no,
wasn't a Stunticon.
Well, we had the Corvicons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
We did have the Corvicons. That was this season.
Are we counting Lori Petty as a Monster of the Week?
She's a special guest star, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Well, and we also had the evil monkey guy.
Yes.
Oh, right.
I mean, that was a
the second
return, but...
monkey
Yes.
Right.
And speaking of returns, we had one last Springload episode early in the season.
yes.
So, we have had some, but not enough.
Yeah.
But this is the last of them. And this is also going to have a very special guest from Transformers Prime.
I do like it when those happen.
Yeah. So until next time, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen, and I have a purring kitten on me.
And I just ate some stuff. I'm David.
Okay.